Assalam-o-Alaikum friends, in this video we are going to use Node.js. You can download this from this website. You can click here or you can go to this downloads tab and you can click here on this LTC and then this Windows installer. If you have 32-bit window then you can install from here. After downloading this, now open the installer, click the next button, now accept terms, again next. Now you can skip this checkbox for now. You can install these things later. Now click the next button. Now install. Now click the finish here. Now create a new JavaScript file to use this. Name it whatever you want. Now open your this JavaScript file in any text editor. Now you can see every website have this HTTP, so we need this HTTP library to use this. This is library like you use if you have ever used C++, then you know about this. We need to include this type of libraries, so this is also library. Now we need to create a server to use this file. Now create a function in this server. This function have two parameters, one for request and one for response. These are default parameter. Name is username like these, so you will understand what you are doing. First one for request and second one for response. Now to execute this server on your local host, you can type this. This is your port. Now your host name. Now if you open new tab, type here localhost. Now this port name. You can see it is not executed, so now go back to your this file where your JavaScript file is saved and then click on this search bar. Now type cmd. This will open command prompt window, so type here node. Now your file name with extension. Now if you reload this page, now you can see it is keep loading the file. To solve this problem you have to end this response. Now if you reload the file, it will keep loading because we have to update from here. Press Ctrl plus C to cancel this operation. Now again type this thing. Now you can see our file is loaded. Now we can add anything in this file. Again this response. We are typing simple HTML code with this response function. Now if you reload page, you can see nothing is displayed, so again cancel this operation. Now again type this Node.js. Now if you reload the page, you can see now it is displayed. Now if we change this to heading, again nothing, it is not changed. We typed heading but it is showing previous line, so again turn off this, cancel, Ctrl plus C. Now type again node index.js. Now you can see it is updated. Now you have noticed one thing, we need to refresh server manually again and again. Like you can see, we have to cancel this server and then again execute manually. So to solve this problem, we will use another library to solve this problem. So install, type, this is the name of plugin and package name, and this is Node Package Manager. We will use npm. This means Node Package Manager, like Play Store have Android have Play Store and Node.js have this npm. This means Node Package Manager. If you want to install any plugin, we will use this. Now type enter. This G mean globally installing. Now this plugin is globally installing. This means whenever you create new project, then you can use this plugin. If we don't add G here, then this means this plugin will only available in this same project. Now we use this G. This means now we can use this plugin in every object or project. Now after installing Nodemon, you can type Nodemon, then your file name within extension. Now you can see it will automatically start your this file whenever you change anything in it. Like if we change this text to any random text, now we don't need to retype Node.js index dot. We don't need to manually type this again and again. Like if we change anything in this file, now I save this. If I go back and reload my page, you can see it is also updated here. So I don't need to change execute this line again. If I again randomly change this, you can see it is automatically updating this file also. Now you can type anything in this quotation. You can see it is displaying here. You can also use another library to uppercase its character. So if you come here and go to your command prompt window and then control plus C to turn off this server. Now type. This is another library used to convert all characters in uppercase. We are using this as an example. We just included that library in our project. Now you can use here. Now we have installed this library. If you want to know function inside this library, go to Google. Now open this website. You can see in this usage this is the function inside this library. So copy this from here and then paste here. Just remove this. Now if you go back to your localhost, we need to run our server. Now if you reload your page, now it is giving us error because this function is inside this function. Just copy this name from here and then paste here, then enter dot down. Now your function name which is inside this function. If you go back to your localhost, now you can see this function is working. Your all characters are displaying in capital characters. Now we will take another example. Now before going to another example, just go to your file. If you see here, there are three more things added here. Two are these file and one is this folder. If you open this file, you can see the package you installed, the library you installed is displaying here. Whatever you install from npm will be displayed in this file, and its detail other libraries which are attached with this library will be displayed in this package log JSON file. So these two file. This is how these two files work. Every package you install will be displayed here in your project, and this is details of this package and all packages which you install by npm. Now we will see how can you connect your HTML file with this JavaScript file. So go to your folder and create HTML file. Now I just created this simple HTML file. Now we need to connect this HTML file with our this JavaScript file. So we need another library which is fs. Fs means file system. These are built-in libraries. Now you can use read file in this function. Now first parameter is your file path. Now next parameter is your function in which we will write data. Now first parameter of this function is error and second parameter is data. Now we need to write this function, but we use this data, which is this file data. Now we also need to return something to this function, so we will end. Now if you reload, you can see our HTML file is working. You can see also this is our title and this is heading. Now if you see here, we are using built-in libraries. We can make our own library. Go to your file where this file is saved. Create a new JavaScript file. Let's suppose we are making module for calculator. So open this file in another window of your text editor. Now if you want to use function of this file or object of this file in this file or any file, then you have to write. Now you can make any object or function in these parameters. Now if you go to your files, you can also see here node module folder, because we installed this uppercase library, so this module folder is automatically created. If you delete this node module folder, like if I delete this folder, now if I refresh this page and if I go to your command prompt, it is working now, but when I will cancel this, now if I reload, mean I start this again, it will give me error because I deleted the module which I installed in this project. If you see in package.json file, we downloaded and installed this uppercase library in our project, but we deleted the module folder, so that's why it is giving us error. Now to get your all packages back, mean to get your module folder back, just go to your command prompt and type npm install and then hit enter. Now you can see your module folder is back. All dependencies which are in this section will be back in this module folder. In some cases this module folder is not uploaded to the server. Now again type this line. Now you can see it is executed. Now we have to see how can we use this calculator module. I will create few functions in this module. This is very basic calculation function. First one for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now how can we use this function in our this main file? So we need to create another constant. This means we are talking about our current folder where our this file index.js file is located, and here is our this calculator file. You can choose any name for this file, but I am using same name so I will not confuse. Now we see how can we call these functions in this file. Simply we call this addition function. Now we also want to display this function on screen, so type response.write. Now if you reload your page, you can see it is giving us error because we missed to add comma here. Still it is giving us error because we also need to convert it into string. This is simple JavaScript. Now you can see it is showing us addition. So this is how module work. You can call any function instead of this addition function. You can call this multiplication, division, like we call this multiplication. Copy name. Now paste here. 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2. 2 multiplied by 5 is equal to 10. Now we will take another example. For that you need to install another library. Go to your command prompt and cancel this control plus C. Now type this line. Because we are going to use forum, that's why we are using this library. Now it is installed. If you go to your folder in this package.json, you can see we installed this forum variable. Now it is also showing here. Now to use this forum library, go to your HTML file and make a forum. This is simple HTML. When we click this button, then it will open this file. Now if you see here, we need to load our server. You click on this, you can see it is now when we click this, you can see it opened this upload file. Add another input to upload file. We use this name in JavaScript, so go back to your JavaScript file. Now before loading your HTML file, we have to check this request. If this request equal to this upload, then we will say that file is uploaded. Otherwise we will use this HTML file. Now we are just checking that our requested URL is this form URL or not. If requested URL is equal to this URL like this, then we are saying that file is uploaded and ending the response. Otherwise we are showing this thing. If you reload your page, just remove this. Now load your page. If you click here, it is not going to other page. So choose file. Now upload any file. Now click the submit button. We need to type this like this. We forgot to include its library. Now if you reload and choose file, now submit. We have typing mistakes. Change this to response. Now if you reload, now you can see it is working. We uploaded file. If you go back, now choose file, submit. Now it is working. So this is how it works. You can also print anything in this console. For that, now if you go to your command prompt, you can see it is displaying your message here. You can also use your this module functions in this console. This is the official documentation of this Node.js. You can see how these default built-in function works. You will use here, like if we use this OS. Now copy this. Just taking an example, you can do anything according to your requirement. Just see this. If you go to your console, you can see it is displaying host name. That's how you can use any function from here. Now we will take another example. You can also use timer. If you go in this timer, you can see set timeout. Now if you see here, just copy this first line. Now paste here. Now copy this line, paste here. Use 1000, this means 1 second. If you go to your here, you can see this is displayed after 1 second. You can change this to 5 seconds. Now if you go back here, you can see your timer is working. So this is how you can use any built-in functions by reading this documentation. Your requirement will be different, so you have to find your function according to your requirement. You can also use this website. Here you will find other libraries, like we installed this formidable uppercase library. You can find this website link in description. Thank you for watching.